tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Hey, look at this Packers defense coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense in the league.
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run for it with Davis. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Williams to return. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. And he's got some space here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First down, Love to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at this Bears defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They keep it with Davis on first down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 62 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Again, it's Davis. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
They'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Fields. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Up the middle to Davis. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, That's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Fields eluding the pressure right. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Herbert powering up the middle. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Read option. Here's Herbert. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they come up now, 2nd and goal. Here's Fields. Flushed out right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Lutz is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do come up with their first points of the game, but Charles, the question is going to shift to their defense.
Yeah, the way things have gone, 3 points could become insignificant fast if this grows to 28-3 or 35-3. They need this defense to come up with a stop, and they need to do it now.
Let's go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half. Dashing through the snow. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Carlson's extra point up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Herbert to start the drive. Ooh, with a juke. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ross. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 1st and 10, Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Inside give to Davis. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here's Davis to run again on 2nd. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Bailey. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, Davis pushing through the contact. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Take that, thank you. That's what we do. Oh, boys, we got this. Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 3rd down, Ross. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Fields.
And Matthews has it right side. And he's taken down inside the 30. And quickly they get to the line.
On 1st down, Fields.
And Matthews over the middle with a grab. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like...
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is down to 28-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fair catch called for and taken back near the goal line. So that'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Let's go.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change. So I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
First down, Packers.
Ready?
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Ready,
And
ready.
the Packer first down.
And quickly out wide, this is Watson. And running with power here. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Davis is in. Touchdown, Packers. Now Carlson for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to... Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Intercepted by the Packers. They'll take over first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Love going to give this one to Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's third down.
Working out of the gun. Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the option, Love will hang on to it. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Now it's Fields. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 50, here's Fields. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
What are you doing? Oh, come on.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. To throw now, here's Love. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. Field, black.
Love. He's got it to Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And what? There he goes, right side. Across midfield. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. 97 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A toss left side for Herbert. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can't he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. They'll run with Herbert. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Love now. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. 7 yards there and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On 3rd down, Love. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 105 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. On 1st down, right back to Herbert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Herbert now on the option. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff for Herbert. And down to the 41.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
At the Packers' 41-yard line.
Fields going to keep it running right. 20. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 9. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Now Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Deshaun Elliott up to make the play defensively. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second and 9 now from the 21. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun, a give to Davis. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Fielded just inside the 30. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Bears take over.
At their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Herbert. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake. It's not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no order.
LD channel.
Take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. They don't want no problems.
smoke, kick it off, now we tryna scout. Too easy, I'ma run it up with my eyes closed like Pat Mahomes. Red flag, I might send him home. Hail Mary, I send him long. Another touchdown, hit the gritty on him. Gotta pull in they camera phone. Stage time, throw the city up. I finna pick the play off like it's Xavier. When it's pressure, can't get out the pocket. Got the cannon on me, I feel like Brady. Chasing after Lamborghini, we just barely get started. Catch a play, I'm like Megatron. You don't know nobody that can guard me. You know nobody.
No problem. Don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. All I know is win. I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems. 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 All I know is win. I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell.
What's the point of having if you ain't gon' use? She watch my games and play my music. I'm stuck in the game. I pray on lose. These chains on my neck keep giving me bruise. They don't want these problems 'cause we ain't lose. I'm calling the plays, just gotta keep moving. Only option is win 'cause we ain't lose. Get the name of this game, you gotta be proof. All I know is loyalty for my team is what I stand on. It's simple, I turn the corner when got a sack and put my man on. Like magic, everything gon' turn to gold. I put my hands on. Just bought another lot next to my crib for me to expand on.
They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. All I know is win. I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems. 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 All I know is win. I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell.
It's that ground breaking. When I pull up, leave the ground shaking. Guess they ain't think I was gonna blow, they be like, how I make it. Talking like they finna stop something, it's go time, let's line it up. I've been ready to mob something the whole time, my stomach growling. I ain't gon' pick up for no 100,000. I need a Billy tryna go and buy the public housing. Yeah, cut that stove on, my name hot like fajita.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. Tyler Scott now from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bears. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Two and a throw right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Fields. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Second and 10. Here's Fields. And he'll get this complete downfield to Komet. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
A waste of time.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a... He was able to get both feet in.